And I felt I didn't get a respectful closure. And I had accepted that. I had something beautiful, and I would never deny that it wasn't that. It was very difficult, and I felt like this was a great way to just say, it's done, and I understand that, and I respect that. And now here I am stepping into a whole other chapter. I'm happy it's over, and
saying goodbye to Justin Bieber, who
people are prepared to look for connections even when they may not exist because of their shared past. That is the reason the situation is so complex. Justin was probably aware that sharing on that particular day would attract attention, particularly since Selena's wedding was already taking over social media. He could have avoided needless drama by remaining silent for a bit. Instead, though, he decided to post, and not just any post, but one that included the song I Do. Whether he intended it or not, it provided a lot of conversation starters. According to some admirers, this could indicate that Justin has some unresolved feelings. Not necessarily romantic, but the kind that endures following a protracted and significant partnership. Some believe that Justin is past his prime and that his timing was simply bad. But since he is one of the most watched and talked about superstars in the world, everything he does is emphasized. Each caption, image, and lyric becomes a potential hint as to his feelings. In the meantime, Selena and Benny's wedding continued to be popular for all the right reasons. Their photos were brimming with joy, laughing, and sincere love. Everything seemed much more dramatic given the contrast between their happy celebration and the commotion surrounding Justin's posts. People were compelled to contrast the two circumstances. Justin's continuous media upheaval contrasts with Selena's serene and joyful new chapter. One thing is apparent, though. Justin's message evoked old emotions among those who still can't let go of the past. Whether it was an innocent error, poor timing, or a silent emotional response, social media swiftly became a war of viewpoints. While some criticized him for being callous, others praised him, claiming he had done nothing wrong. The reality, as always, is most likely somewhere in the middle. This whole incident demonstrated just how strongly people still identify with Justin and Selena's narrative. Their names remain linked in the public consciousness despite the passage of time. Despite the fact that Selena is now happily married to Benny and Justin is with Hailey, the internet is unable to stop connecting their lives. Whether or not Justin intended for it to do so, everyone was reminded by his post that pop culture is still shaped by their love story. It demonstrated the potency of timing in the social media realm, where a single image or a song selection can trigger an emotional storm that travels the globe. Everyone is aware of the internet's unpredictable nature. People start looking for hidden messages as soon as a celebrity posts something, especially on a day that is already emotional. Each picture, emoji, and caption becomes a potential clue dot. Therefore, it was like adding petrol to a fire that was already burning when Justin Bieber wrote on the day that Selena Gomez and Benny Blanco were married. For years, fans have been doing this. Every time Justin Bieber releases a new song or album, fans analyze every word as if it were a coded message, attempting to decipher whether he is referring to Selena Gomez or Hailey Bieber. More than anybody else, Justin is aware that everyone is watching him closely. That's why so many people were dubious of his choice to post the song I Do. He is aware that anything he does will be seen by the public after more than 10 years of being in the spotlight, particularly if it has anything to do with his prior relationship with Selena. Then came Hailey Bieber's response, or rather, the fact that she didn't have one. She made a quick post early that morning before becoming entirely silent on social media. That quiet said a lot to someone who is typically rather engaged on the internet. She appeared to be aware of how delicate the situation was and didn't want to make it worse. Sometimes the best course of action is to say nothing at all. Many believe Hailey purposefully kept silent because she knew that even if she wrote something irrelevant, it would still be included in the scandal. That is not difficult to imagine. Hailey and Justin may have talked about how to address the matter behind closed doors. Perhaps Hailey requested that he stop posting. Perhaps after realizing how much attention his post was receiving, his team took over. The timing gave the impression that Justin was acting suspiciously, even if he had no malicious intent. In the realm of celebrity, appearances frequently matter more than facts. And this was one of those occasions when perception took over entirely. In actuality, Selena's and Justin's names. Online attention is once again focused on Justin Bieber, and many are unable to stop discussing what just occurred. The timing is what adds even more intrigue to the matter. It seems almost too ideal to be a coincidence. Fans are currently arguing over whether he intentionally did something or if everything that transpired was just a coincidence. Blanco and Selena Gomez just tied the knot in a stunning ceremony that sent joy and excitement through the internet. The occasion was regarded by guests as passionate and spectacular. It was one of the most beautiful weddings they had witnessed in a long time. Images and brief videos of Selena and Benny appearing totally relaxed and obviously in love swiftly started to circulate on social media. However, Justin Bieber's actions on the internet were garnering attention for a completely different purpose. Even though the pair was having one of the finest days of their lives, Justin unexpectedly became quite active on social media just as Selena and Benny's wedding pictures were beginning to gain popularity. He made multiple posts in a matter of hours, which attracted notice right away. Because Justin doesn't post that frequently unless it's about a significant announcement, collaboration, or a new release, fans took notice. However, his post felt less commercial and more sentimental this time. The image of Justin playing basketball with the music "I Do" is the one post that truly caught our attention. People were immediately reminded of the vows that every couple makes at the altar when they pronounce those two words. It is therefore not surprising that fans recognized the connection right away. The song's lyrics about constantly wanting someone, adoring them unconditionally, and picking them over everyone else made the situation seem even more dubious. It certainly raised eyebrows for someone to send such a sweet message on the day their ex gets married. The comment section went viral in a matter of minutes. Everyone had an opinion as thousands of fans started to react. Justin was accused by some of attempting to draw attention to himself or to take Selena's big day's spotlight. Others thought it was a calculated effort on the part of his team to promote new music or generate discussion about him. However, some individuals made an effort to be more sympathetic, speculating that he might not have understood the date and was only sharing something that was intimate. Naturally, there were also critical remarks. According to one comment, Justin must be finding it difficult to see the lady he once loved begin a new life with someone else. Another stated that rather than acting in ways that give the impression that he is emotionally disturbed, he ought to be concentrating on his wife. Hailey, some supporters even made the jest that the Globe should finally usher in the Galena era. The lengthy and complex relationship between Justin and Selena is ended. The comment section evolved into a sort of emotional conversation forum as more individuals joined. Supporters started thinking back on Justin and Selena's history, the significance of their bond as children, and the reasons it's still so difficult for them to move on. Millions of people are still emotionally captivated by their story. Despite the fact that both of them have obviously moved on with their lives, it seems as though no matter how much time goes by, that period of pop cultural history will not end. It is still feasible to have a different perspective. On social media, Justin has always been renowned for being candid and impulsive. He posts about anything a lot. His exercises, his beliefs, his ideas, or sporadic incidents from everyday life. Not all of his posts have a deeper significance. According to that perspective, posting a picture of himself playing basketball while listening to a love song may have been something he did without giving it any thought. Perhaps it was just what he was feeling that day. On the other hand, the internet never ignores timeliness. Fans scrutinize every move Justin makes, even if he didn't intend anything, particularly if it has anything to do with Selena. Will always be associated with each other in the public consciousness. People will always compare them regardless of how much time goes by. Selena was inundated with hate mail on the internet after Justin married Hailey. Now that Selena and Blanco are wed, Justin must deal with the criticism. Despite their best efforts to move on, it feels like an unending cycle from which neither of them can break free. Fans would still try to link Justin to Selena's wedding even if he had uploaded something entirely unrelated, like a photo of his dog or a new wardrobe. That is the current nature of online culture. Even when there are no hidden meanings, people like conjecturing and discovering them. Perhaps Justin honestly didn't consider the possible interpretation of his post, or perhaps he did and didn't give a damn. In any case, millions of followers continued to construct their own interpretations of what it all meant. The internet swiftly became divided. Some supporters spoke up for Justin, claiming that people were overanalyzing his posts and that he had every right to publish anything he pleased. Others believed it to be a message, whether it was addressed to Hailey, Selena, or even to himself as a means of expressing something he was unable to utter aloud. Everybody has a different interpretation of the truth. However, this must have been draining for Hailey. Regardless of her actions, Selena is always being compared to her. Some people still regard her as if she's a member of a long-gone love triangle, even after years of marriage. It's unjust, particularly considering how hard she's worked to establish her reputation and career. However, people rarely get a break from the internet. Hailey has probably shown her ability to handle such circumstances by opting to keep quiet. Sometimes staying out of the game is the best strategy. Meanwhile, turmoil erupted in Justin's comment area. Supporters were constantly debating, fighting, defending, and examining everything. He should be more careful about what he posts because he is a married guy. Some people warned him. Others countered that because he is human. He shouldn't be expected to control his behavior because people scrutinize his behavior too much. However, even his supporters had to acknowledge one thing. It will always appear deliberate to post a song called "I Do" on the day your ex gets married, regardless of your intentions. Then the wave of nostalgia hit. Everywhere, old videos, interviews, and pictures of Justin and Selena reappeared, like they were attempting to solve a problem that had been solved years prior. People began going over old breakup stories, song lyrics, and time frames again. Drama is popular on the internet, so this provided a fresh justification for revisiting the past. Something that has long been true was made clear by this entire circumstance. A celebrity's life never truly belongs to them again after they openly reveal it. Fans still associate every gesture, every phrase, and every post with the previous relationship, even years after a separation. That's the cost of being famous. You are no longer in charge of how your story is presented. And there was still more conjecture. Online fans began formulating elaborate ideas as to why Justin posted at certain times. Some even created YouTube videos that dissected every aspect: the song's lyrics, the time he posted, his attire, and even his facial expressions. People viewed it as a mystery that they had to figure out. However, if all the noise is removed, the reality may be straightforward. Perhaps Justin was simply experiencing emotional turmoil that day. Perhaps he wanted to contribute something that reflected his feelings as old memories came flooding back. Alternatively, it might have been only a random message. After all, while living in the spotlight, celebrities nevertheless feel the same emotions as the general public. They have both happy and bad days. They experience nostalgia and occasionally disclose things without considering the reaction of others. The issue is that explanations are never waited for on the internet. That version of the tale spreads more quickly than the facts once individuals have decided what a post signifies. It doesn't matter if Justin intended it or not. Everyone has already made up their minds. Perception frequently turns into reality in the eyes of the public. Benny and Selena appeared to be unconcerned at all times. Their wedding day appeared to be calm, joyful, and full of love and laughter. In each picture, they were seen grinning and encircled by loved ones. They didn't respond to the online turmoil at all, which only made their day appear even more wonderful. Their attention was on one another rather than the never-ending rumors circulating on social media. The entire episode exemplifies the current nature of celebrity society. Anything a celebrity does, no matter how minor, has the potential to become a huge headline. Every lyric, emoji, and caption has the potential to reveal a secret message. As detectives, fans are always speculating about what goes on behind the scenes. Actually, Justin's message might have been just another casual moment on his feed that most people would have ignored. However, it became a significant online event due to who he is and who he used to be with. It's still up for dispute whether or not individuals overreacted. It's obvious that this story kept people talking all day. And that's how the internet works. Opinions may spread like wildfire with only one tiny spark. Add a little emotion, a few memories, and a celebrity name. And suddenly, the whole globe is arguing about what it all means. One thing is true, regardless of whether Justin's post was intentional or just a coincidence. The entire globe continues to observe his every action. And as long as it keeps happening, tales like these will keep coming up. And